Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about using the partial quotient strategy, or it's known as chunking. And that's simply using what you know to figure out what you don't know. So it looks a little bit like this. Let's say we have 38 tulips, my favorite, and we're going to share them equally among 5 vases. So this is the division symbol. You often see it looking like this, but this is also a division symbol. So 38 is the total, and we're going to divide those tulips among 5 equal vases, okay? So what we do when we're using the partial quotient is we just draw a line down here because we're going to show our work over here. So I'm going to use what I know, okay? If I have 5 vases, 5 groups, I know 5 groups of 5, 5 times 5 is 25. I can give each vase 5 flowers, 5 tulips. And that means 28 of my flowers are gone. So 38 subtract 25. I know 38 subtract 20 is 18. 18 subtract 5 is 13. So I have 13 left to share. Now I have to think, 5 groups of what is close to 13? Well, I know 5 groups of 2 is close to 13. 5 groups of 2. If I give every vase 2 more flowers, I've used up 10 of the flowers. I now have 3 flowers left. Do I have enough tulips to give every vase some more? No. So now's the part where I have to say, how many tulips did each vase get? Each vase has 7 tulips. So 7 groups, 5 groups of 7 is 35, 36, 37, 38. So this amount left that I can't share is my remainder. So my answer is going to be 5 groups of 7 is 35 with a remainder of 3. We will have to decide what are we going to do if we put 7 in each vase. There's a remainder of 3. Well, you think about what do you do with remainders? Sometimes you just lump them in. Sometimes you break them apart. Depends what you're sharing. Let's try another question. Using this partial quotient chunking strategy, which just means using what you know to figure out what you don't know. That's how simple division can be. You can picture it in your head. Everybody's work will look different because you know different facts. Let's go on. Let's say we have 40. We went picking flowers again, and this time we have 42 flowers. Okay? Let's go with 42 dandelions. We have lots of dandelions around. We're going to use that different division symbol again. Looks like this instead of that. So we're going to share the 42 flowers. We're going to give them to people in our family. Mother's Day is coming up. Maybe mothers, grandmothers. So why don't we'll share them with 5 women in our family. Okay? Actually, I'm going to use 4 just to make it a little trickier of an example. So sorry about that. Okay, we're going to share them with 4 women in our family, these dandelions. Now remember, we draw this extra line down so we can show our work over here. So we are sharing them with 4 women. The flowers, okay, that's just helping me remember what I have. And these are the flowers. I have to think about what am I doing here. So I'm sharing 42 flowers with 4 equal groups. So I'm just going to start by thinking, what do I know? I know 4 groups of something is close to 42 without going over. I'm going to use 10. If each person gets 10 flowers, I have 4 groups of 10, that will be 40. I have shared 40 flowers. I have 2 left. Do I have enough flowers to give everybody another flower? No. So in this case, it's quite easy. The answer is 4 groups of 10 with a remainder of 2 that cannot be shared fairly. Let's try a trickier one. Once you get this, you can do 3-digit numbers, 4-digit numbers. So we're going to use that division symbol that looks a little different from our usual one. Let's try something a little trickier. Let's try 78. We picked 78 flowers and we're going to deliver them to the neighbors. We have a flower theme today. And we're going to share them with 3 different neighbors. Okay. So remember, I draw that line down because it shows my work will be over here. I'm sharing 78 flowers. This just helps me remember among 3 different houses. Okay? So, let's start with what I know. Well, I don't know 3 times something that is 78. So I'm just going to do something close. What about 3 groups of 10? I know, most of us know how to multiply by 10, by 5, by 2. So use that to your advantage. 3 groups of 10 would mean I have shared 30 flowers in total. So 30 are gone. How many more do I have left to share? 78, take away 30. I know that's 48. Okay. Why don't I share another group of 10? 3 groups of 10 is 30. I've shared another 30 away. They're gone. I have 18 left. 3 times what is close to 18? I know 3 groups of 5. 3 groups of 5 is 15. How many flowers do I have remaining to share? I have 3. Ooh! And remember, I have 3 houses to deliver to. So 3 groups of, everybody can get 1 more. And I've now used up another 3. Do I have any left to share? No, I have 0 remainders this time. So let's go over here. I've kept it very neat. And let's calculate and make sure it works out. I gave everybody 10. 3 groups of 10. Then I gave every group another 10. And then I gave every house another 5 and 1. So altogether, they got 10, 20, 25, 26. Just going to double check that 26 3 times. I know 3 groups of 20 is 20, 40, 60. And I know 6 3 times is 18. So yes, I did share out 78 flowers and each house got 26. So the answer is 26. So remember, using partial quotients or chunking is just dividing using what you know. It's kind of like repeated subtraction. We take a little bit away at a time based on what we know. We just have to remember division is about sharing in equal groups, and sometimes we have some remaining that we cannot share fairly. In this case, we did not. Okay, why don't you try some practice on your own now? Good luck.